Yeah! Here we go!
It's time for TSS Fantasy.
It is Commissioner Cooper.
Greatest time of the year, and if you are praising fantasy Jesus, you are doing good stuff.
Happy Sunday, happy early morning trash football game.
Yes! We're back, baby! Let's go!
Aaron Rodgers, I almost got banned off TikTok for the thing that
the apparent MCL sprain in his knee. He has had some nagging hamstring issues over the years.
Listen, my beloved Jets are trash.
Football time! Time to wake up with TSS Fantasy. They will give me plenty to bite on this football Sunday.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It is Commissioner Cooper, and you're waking up with TSS Fantasy. Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah! No, Fred. Where the hell's Fred?
Where did he go?
Fred got kicked off already. No, Fred. Where the hell's Fred?
Where did he go?
Fred got kicked off already.
Am I the only one getting all this, like, crazy...
Yeah.
Where the hell's Fred? Fred got kicked off already.
Am I the only one getting all this, like, crazy...
Yeah. Where the hell's Fred? Fred got kicked off already.
Am I the only one getting all this, like, crazy... It's the...
Cool. Who do you have for internet?
Yeah, exactly.
Is it my internet?
I think so.
I'm out here in the wilderness, my bad on that. Wow. All right. So anyway, let's get things started. My bad on that. All right, Justin, take over for a little bit. Let me come in and come back out.
All right. Well, TSS Fantasy sponsored by Spectrum. And now that we've gotten our sponsor out of the way, let's talk to the man who works for Spectrum, and let's welcome in OJ the Juice is Loose Mayor. What's up, buddy?
What's going on, y'all? Guess Jason's internet connections like the Dolphin season, just shitty.
No. So actually, I figured it out. My dumbass had my YouTube page up with our show going on, apparently in the background. So
That was one of the questions I was going to ask. I was going to say, do you have it like playing on a phone or something like that? Too? Damn, the secret's out. The 3 views that we get, Jason's one of them.
I love it. Yo, my bad, everyone. Sorry about that. Good morning, by the way, Sam. Have good blessings to you. And LeDuc, I know you ain't talking shit. You ain't even on here, and you're talking shit. Shut the hell up. All right, anyway.
The Brits. Oh, you got to put the other one on there.
Good morning, Meg, by the way. I don't know, I missed the intro, so I don't know if you've been introduced, but welcome in, Ballers, Meg. Good morning this morning.
Good afternoon.
True story. And what's funny is, like, that was all part of my Halloween illusion. That's all that was, anyway. All right, we got a busy show for you guys this morning. Let's wake up and get things going. Apparently, we got to wake up ourselves. Don't forget, let's pay the bills real quick. If you're watching on YouTube, do us a solid, give us a like, throw your fancy questions in there, subscribe to the channel. Little things stopping you from doing it, big things popping for us when you do. We appreciate that. Also, if you're looking for some championship bling for your fantasy champion, look no further than Pro-Am.
Call him out, Miss Coop. Call him out.
Somebody's sitting in the other room drinking coffee. Shut the hell up. All right, let's get things started. It's been a crazy morning. This is all about Halloween anyway this morning. All right, let's get things started this morning with some weather because I don't see Brian in yet.
It's time to get your real-time NFL weather report from TSS Fantasy.
Oh, Brian needs a link. I right. Just give me a second here. I'm going to try to run through the weather, and I'll send you the link at the same
Hold on
time.
1 second.
We got
Coop, you send that out, and I'm going to tell OJ what his weather is going to be today.
Sure, go right ahead.
Yeah. OJ, you're going to be in for a can of whoop ass today on your weather report. It's coming your way, big guy. I know that Greg is a legend in this league. I'm new to this league, but he's a legend in this league. He's one of the only people who ever go 14-0, but at the same time go 0-14. He is Mr. 500. Yep. If you're 1-1, you're still 500, motherfucker. So today the juice is going to be loose, but I'll tell you what, the Dragon Slayer is going to be loose too. And he's coming to New York to slay some damn dragons. That's right, baby. Let's go. LSFL football, baby. We're back.
I have no comment. I'm not even. I'm just gonna wait till at Sunday night and see who's up in the scoreboard. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
It was Sunday night's gonna be fun, but I got somebody on Monday, so you know.
Me too.
Let's run through the weather real quick. We've got Brian in, so we'll run through these real quick. Weather games or games you don't need to worry about the weather. In the Dome, you got Minnesota at Detroit, Denver at Houston, Jacksonville at the Raiders, Saints at the Rams, and the Cardinals at Dallas. For today's weather, Chicago at Cincinnati, 49 degrees, clear skies, winds are at 3 miles an hour. Carolina at Green Bay, 45 degrees, slight chance of rain, winds are at 14 miles an hour, so something to take note of there. Chargers at the Titans, 51 degrees, chance of rain, winds at 4 miles an hour. Atlanta at New England, 50 degrees, clear skies, winds are at 7 miles an hour there. San Francisco at the Giants, it's 58 degrees. There's a slight chance of rain and winds are at 6 miles an hour. Indianapolis at the Steelers, the 59 degrees, clear skies, winds are at 2 miles an hour. KC at Buffalo, 49 degrees, clear skies, winds at 5 miles an hour there. And then Seattle at Washington, 52 degrees, slight chance of rain in this one, and winds are at 3 miles an hour. All right, let's get our boy Brian in, do some technical difficulties this morning. And let's hear some injury news.
It's time to get your latest NFL injury updates with Brian from the Injured List podcast. The doctor is in.
Good morning, Brian. How are you this morning, my friend?
I'm good. I'm sorry for the little bit of a delay there.
No, that's probably my fault. I guess I forgot to send the link the first time, so that's all on me, my friend. All right, well, good morning to you, and what do we got for updates for injuries for Week 9?
Well, the big news, and this caught, I think, a lot of people by surprise, is that Travis Hunter went on IR with a knee injury. Did anybody hear about this until after it happened? I know I did not. And apparently he got hurt at practice or toward the end of practice on Friday, which is stunning news. I'm not even sure we know exactly what the injury was or how it happened. I just got reports saying he's on IR. He'll miss 4 games. So pretty shocking stuff there. Not sure exactly what to make of that, or I guess we'll have to wait and see if there's more reports coming out. As far as anything new since we did our report on Friday, there really hasn't been much new. We were pretty much spot on with all the predictions we had heading into the weekend. Mac Jones going to get to start again. We said that was probably going to happen. Michael Penix and Drake London are both active and will play. Ramondre Stevenson is officially out. We said that would probably likely happen. Isaiah Pacheco is out with that MCL sprain. We thought that might be the case there. Ricky Pearsall still not playing, which, again, we predicted that would be the case. Brock Bowers will be making his return. A lot of questionables still. It looks like Kyler Murray is not going to be playing again. I thought maybe he would, but seems like they're going to give him another week. Joe Flacco, 50-50 that he's going to play. It's still trending toward him starting, but we might see some limited action from him as we head into Sunday's game. I've got such a huge list. More detailed report was on Friday. I mean, I could just sit here all morning and go through this, to be honest with you. It's ridiculous how many players are up on the fence and stuff. So those were kind of the main ones I wanted to touch on this morning. Anything else, man? I refer you back to Friday's episode because we hit on a lot.
Go hit us up, of course, on right here on our YouTube channel, our Friday night breakdown on there as well. More extensive injury news there, as Brian alluded to there. And also go follow Brian at that Injured List podcast. All injury updates all day long. So you follow him on social media. And of course, you can see any of his podcast here with some great interviews on there as well. All right, Brian. Well, happy holiday weekend. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next week.
All right, guys. Take care.
All right, we're going to see Brian out with our friends from NeuroGuard Plus, and we'll come back and answer some of those questions I'm seeing in the comments.
Dr. Michael Hutchison has harnessed the latest in neuromuscular dentistry and impact technology to develop a mouthguard that does more than protect. It enhances. NeuroGuard Plus isn't just a mouthguard. By focusing on the jaw's physiological position, it provides an added layer of neuroprotection, significantly reducing the risk of sports-related neurological injuries. All athletes should be using a custom mouthguard designed to their bite position. NeuroGuard Plus was created as a means to maintain your physiological jaw position regardless of your bite. The appliance is designed to optimize your upper-lower jaw relationship to improve your strength, your balance, your oxygen intake, and drastically lower your chance of a concussion. Independent studies have shown that the NeuroGuard Plus will provide you with improvement to both upper and lower body strength. The same improvements were not present with a common mouthguard. Over 6,500 athletes have used the NeuroGuard Plus. Dr. Hutchison is happy to say that the amount of diagnosed concussions is 0.2%. The NeuroGuard Plus offers athletes, coaches, and parents an advantage to keep their players safe on the field. If you or your child actively participates in athletics, they need to be protected from the dangers of repetitive head trauma. Get your NeuroGuard Plus mouthguard today. Click on the link and use code ILP Sports for 10% discount on your purchase.
Yeah, I think Freddie needs some NeuroGuard Plus. Let's get to some of the questions this morning. Let's go. Meg, you want to start with this one? It's pick 3 of these in half PPR. London's, Pickens, Debo, Tet, also Warren or ETN. So out of those 4, pick 3. And then go ahead, my bad.
I think I would take London. There's going to be a hungry team going out there today, a point to prove against the Patriots after last week. I would also be taking Pickens and Tet McMillan, I would say. And Jay Warren or ATN, I would pick Warren every day of the week.
All right. We'll see about that one. Appreciate that. AS Reek, if that's how I'm saying that right. Thank you for your question, my friend. Justin, how about this one from Juan Pena Jr., who for my wide receiver 2 and 3 and flex spot. So his receivers are Daniel Dyke, Addison, Butte, Johnston, and running back Charbonnet, Krosky, Henderson, and tight end Ertz, Kittle. He's got Adams, number 1, Jacobs, and...
Yeah, I got you on this one. Yeah. But I do want to say real quick before I mute you, because all this echo is annoying, Fred needs you to send him the email code so he can get back in. So while I am blabbering about that, please check your email real quick and get that to Fred. Thank you. Let's see. So 2 and 3, like what? Let's see. For the wide receiver, I'm liking Addison today, and I'm liking Butte. I could also go for Dyke as well. Debo is a nice spot because of the fact that McLaren is still out, but Debo has kind of been looking more like the Debo I thought he was going to look like. But Addison was a huge crutch for McCarthy in the preseason, and Butte has just been a huge deep threat for May. Then as far as the 2 and 3 flex spot, so in between all the guys you have, God, you got a lot of good players, man. I mean, considering you got your elite players there, I think I would go for my wide receiver. I'd probably go with, like I said, Butte is the safe side. Addison is the big play side. And then for the flex, I'd probably go with Kittle. Just stick with Kittle. Kittle's bound to have a good game against the Giants. I hope that field doesn't do what it did to us a couple years ago and tear up ACLs, because that was fucking terrible. We lost like Nick Bosa and Kittle in the same game. It was like, what the hell? So we already lost Nick Bosa, so hopefully today is not Kittle day. But if he's healthy, Mac Jones showed that he's going to throw right to him. And I think that this defense gives a lot towards the short, quick game, which is Kittle's specialty.
Nice. Thank you, my friend. All right, let's get our betting expert. And by the way, welcome in Fred the Jester Reyes. Welcome in, my friend.
Yeah, I gotta let me in. Set up.
You were there early, and then all of a sudden you disappeared. So I don't know what happened to you. All right, let's get some betting advice from our boy Eric.
Time to win some money with TSS Fantasy's betting advice. Win big bitches.
Good morning, Eric. Hope everything's well with you, my friend.
I'm doing excellent. How you doing?
Doing great.
Oh,
Thank
boy.
you. Hope you have a happy Halloween weekend. I'm going to go ahead and mute my mic now because I got a lot of echo. My apologies. Tell us how to win some money today.
All right. Week 8 was a little weird. Honestly, if Malik Washington doesn't score there, I'm probably living outside. Should have been 3-1, but Caleb Williams had like a fucking panic attack at the goal line. I thought that bet was dead, and then he hit that deep ball to Dunze. I'm like, we're going to get these 20 points. We're good. No, we can't back Caleb Williams. They really got my worst call of the season. I had him in all the parlays. He just serial killed my whole card last week. Haven't had a perfect week in like a month, which means I've never been more due. We win all the bets this week, or the whole rest of the season is free. Let's go back to what works. Tyler Warren is awesome, and Patty Mahomes runs in big games. Our new streak starts with Warren higher than 54.5 receiving yards back in PA versus Steelers. Probably some friends and family at that one since he went to Penn State. Pat Mahomes higher than 28.5 rushing yards versus the Bills. Leg 4 of our original streak, the cash out option is $48. We don't want nothing to do with that. Ja'Cory Krusky-Merritt. It hurts my heart to say this. Lower than 59.5 rushing yards. He's losing the passing down work. He was down from like 13 to 9 attempts. It seems like he's being worked out. So I bumped it up 15 yards. What could go wrong? We go under 60. Game picks. Lions minus 8.5 versus J.J. McCarthy at home. I also like Hutchinson to get 2 sacks. Christian Darrisaw has barely practiced this week, so he's either up against an injured Darrisaw or his replacement. Just got a $180 million payday. I think he wants to have a big game in front of the home fans. Rams minus 16.5 plus 120. I think same logic as last week versus the Titans, facing a terrible Saints team off the bye. They want to make a statement. Bengals plus 2.5 was the pick, but I'm a little concerned. We could see Jake out there Browning all over the field. He's turning Browning from a noun to a verb. He's so bad. So we're taking the Steelers plus 3.5 at home. Tomlin as a dog at home. Always a good bet.
Always a good bet indeed. Thank you so much for waking up with us this morning, Eric. Always good advice, even though you haven't been on a streak in a month, but you know.
Today's the day.
Today is that day, like you said, you're due. Where can everyone follow, subscribe, get all your great content, my friend?
Propnosis on the Twitter, or catch us Friday nights on the Rumble on the Spit and Truth podcast with Cricket and Buku and Heavy Steps. We got all them Southern dudes on there and me.
Yeah, go follow, subscribe, my friends. All right, we're going to send Eric out. We're still celebrating Halloween weekend here because I messed up, honestly, last week. I forgot we were supposed to do it last week. So it's my bad. So we're still doing it today. Oh, well, 'tis the season. So the cartoon's a little different this morning. It's the real Fantasy Football Busters. Let's check it out. Thank you, Eric, my friend.
Hey, Commissioner Cooper called. Looks like we got some fantasy football ghost busting to do today. We got trouble in Cincinnati. The zombie Bengal is looking to eat bear brains. We need to call for some quarterback help.
You know the saying, lions, tigers, and bears?
Well, you can forget the latter, because I'm going to be eating bear for lunch today. Who we gonna call? Caleb Willems, of course. That zombie Bengal can't stop anyone, and Caleb is just the guy who can light up the Bengal. We got trouble in Tennessee for the Chargers. The Titan zombie is trying to infect the Chargers with his losing streak.
I can't wait to infect these Hollywood superstars today. More Charger brains.
It's called Ghostbuster Omarion Hampton. The zombie Titan cannot handle a good running game, and Omarion is just the guy to bust that Titan. We got a ghoul in Pittsburgh. The Colt is haunting the Steelers. We need to call our office in Pennsylvania.
They don't run the Kentucky Derby here in Pittsburgh, but you can bet I'll be killing these clowns down the stretch. This city won't be stealing anything. DK Metcalf speaking. Okay, on my way to the stadium. As a wide receiver, I know that Colt doesn't know how to stop me.
We got trouble for the Falcons in New England. The Patriot is trying to clip the wings of the Dirty Birds.
I don't want these dirty birds fouling up my town. I'll scare them straight down to the dirty South. Get Ghostbuster Kyle Pitts. The Patriot is a tough ghoul. Kyle's size and speed is just what we need to trap him.
That's right, kids. Don't be afraid of no football ghosts. Bust those ghouls and goblins for a big win in fantasy football today.
Alrighty, I don't know if you noticed, but I tried to make the characters into the players, and DK Metcalf came out looking like Fat Albert, so I kind of stopped that journey. Anyway, alright, let's win you guys some money today with some ultimate DFS lineups.
All right, brothers and sisters, get ready to get your ultimate DFS roster set with TSS Fantasy.
Alrighty, we got a question here. I believe, Greg, you are up from Scott. Jameis Diablo L. He wants to know Vidal over Jefferson today in PPR.
That's a tough one. And, Minnesota's playing that tough Detroit defense today. But I'm going to go Vidal. I like Vidal. I like the way the Chargers been feeding him. He's the bell cow in the backfield. I will go Vidal.
Yes, and Patriots touchback, thank you for pointing out the obvious. That was really dumb of me. I meant to put Kamani Vidal. Instead, I had Omarion Hampton in there. So I got you, bro. That was my bad. All right, look, Eric said, best cartoon of the season. Thank you. Appreciate that. I think I might mix those up a little bit. We'll see. All right, let's talk about our ultimate DFS lineups this week. First, let's talk about last week and how we did. Who is this week's loser?
Looks like I'll be seeing Meg in her sleep this week. Bad week for DFS for you, huh? I'll take care of that.
So, yeah, not too shabby. It wasn't horrible. He still got hit 102 on there, so not horrible. Bijan obviously was a big disappointment with America's team actually stepping up a little bit. Jerry Jeudy didn't do you any favors either, unfortunately. So, yeah, unfortunately, that was not so good. Thank you, Scott. We appreciate your question and comment. We appreciate that. All right, let's see who last week's winner was.
Sure was a happy Halloween for Freddy. He won DFS for the 3rd time this season. Move over, LeDuc. Looks like someone may be taking your title.
Might be indeed, finishing with 140.3.
Yeah!
Jones and Michael Pittman helped out. A little stack helped out. Derrick Henry as well. Probably could have got a little more from Quinshon Judkins. Would have made it a big week for you. So not too shabby though. Congrats, Fred. Number 3 for this year. Greg, you were next up with Meg. Unfortunately, Mahomes had good. Mahomes and Rice combo did well for you. Kincaid, Falcons D kind of messed you up a little bit because of America's team. But what's ironic, I think this might be the first, we actually tied with the exact amount of points, 112.3 Crazy enough, Jonathan Taylor pretty much just saved my entire lineup. So let's just keep that brief with that one right there. Let's look at LeDuc's real quick. Jalen Hurts did him some favors. With Goddard with a nice stack. Falcons D, unfortunately, everyone was kind of riding that last week. With Bijan and Algier, that's the issue when you try to go all in on one side and if they don't show up. And then Justin Jesus Herrera. He was our Intercontinental Champion this week, right below. Could have got another one this week. Joe Flacco played well. Bijan been everyone's bugaboo last week. Keon Coleman didn't help things out, but some good stuff all the way around. Kyle Pitts and Devonta Smith played out for you very well indeed. All right, let's go up with Freddie first. Fred, talk about this week's Ultimate DFS lineup.
All right. So I'm trying to keep the same thing throughout the whole season, going with mid-tier money and just trying to spread it out evenly. So I went with the Trevor Lawrence. I thought to Brian time. I think they'd have a big week sooner or later, and I think this is their week. So hopefully I'm right on that one. I spent mid-tier on the running backs. Wait a minute. Swift ain't playing this week, right?
You're the expert, Freddie. You should know.
Well, I think Swift isn't playing this week, so my production crew didn't get to me in time. But the guy at the 6,800 was pretty good. Olave has been getting multiple targets, so I went with Olave for 6,100. I thought it was good. And Michael Pittman, I don't know why he's always so cheap, but he does really well every single week and like really under the radar. My son has me watching him every week. He's a big Colts fan, so I went with Michael Pittman again. And of course, McConkey, he's just been stepping it up the last 3 weeks. At the beginning of the season, he was a true bust for me. But wow, the last 2-3 weeks have been double-digit targets every single week. And like I said, I've been riding with the Texas defense. The Broncos do not show me that they're great. They have good games, but they have some really, really poor games. And I think since it's in Houston, I'm going with the Texans defense against the Denver Broncos.
Yeah, you've been riding that D for a hot minute. Since I'm on you here, still, Eric's got a question for you. He already has Vidal as the RB2. Does he flex Quentin Johnson and have 2 Chargers, or flex Booty, Alex Pierce, or Dyke? Do you? Which one would you flex?
I never go with 2 players of any kind in my roster. I believe they take away from each other. It's just not my thing, especially receiver, running back. If one of them's having a big day, the other one's not going to get fed. So I keep Vidal and I go with either Alec Pierce because I think today it's going to be a big day, and I think the Colts are going to have to throw the ball against the Steelers. Steelers defense ain't what they used to be. So everybody's been talking about that for weeks now. So I'm going with Alec Pierce with Vidal.
Yeah, we can see a fantasy bonanza in that matchup. Both defenses slacking a little bit, so we shall see. All right, Justin, you're up, my friend. Talk about your ultimate DFS lineup. If you're talking, we can't hear you.
Come on, tighten up, Justin.
Come on, Justin.
Oh no.
All right, let's go. I'll talk about LeDuc's real quick. Here's LeDuc's ultimate DFS lineup. Likes Dak Prescott in the matchup today. Bam Knight as well. He's got Vidal, the correct Chargers running back in there. Travion Henderson, Colston Loveland at the tight end spot. McConkey, CeeDee Lamb, Pittman, and Rams D. That's the rundown for LeDuc. Justin, you on now? Yep, we can hear you. Let's go back to Justin's DFS lineup.
Yeah, so I'll get off on this one. I like Jared Goff. I think that the Lions are figuring some stuff out on the bye, and that's kind of be scary for the Vikings defense. Josh Jacobs he's your money back this week. He's had multiple games, 2 touchdowns. Panthers it's just a juicy steak on a plate right there for him. Vidal, I also love the matchup against the Titans. Titans have been absolutely terrible against the run. And I love how Coop is like moving around like a pendulum over here, just like Travion Henderson, I got him before the news of Ramondre Stevenson, so that's even better. And then Jordan Addison, 5,800. Like I said, the crutch for J.J. McCarthy in the offseason might be the crutch for him in the regular season as well. DK, you talk about Pittman being cheap. DK at 5,500 is outrageous. He's clearly the number one and the only guy who gets fed in this offense. Rome Odunze, I've just been on Rome since week 1, and he's just been pulling out and doing great stuff ever since. The Evan Ingram 3,900. It was kind of just like, who do you have at tight end? I think it could be a big matchup against the Texans. The tight ends caught all the touchdowns last week for the 49ers against the Texans. So, and then the Jaguars defense, the team with the most interceptions in the league versus the quarterback who's throwing the most interceptions in the league. Just kind of seems like 2 + 2 = 4 on my part.
All right, I like it. Greg, talk about your ultimate DFS lineup.
All right. Well, as you see, I got a lot of Arizona and Dallas guys in there because I think that is going to be a good game. Both of those defenses are terrible. So I got Bam Knight, I got Javante, I got Marvin Harrison in there as well. Dallas defense sucks, and Arizona defense isn't much better. I went with the stack with Justin Herbert and Keenan Allen. I like that matchup against Tennessee. I think Keenan Allen is going to have a great game against that poor-ass Tennessee defense. I also like DK Metcalf for that 5,500, like Justin said. You can't beat that. That price right there for the number 1 option in Pittsburgh, you can't beat that. I like Travis Kelce this week against Buffalo. He always seems to show up against Buffalo, these big games during the regular season and the playoffs, him and Mahomes against, Allen. And I went with Kyron Williams. I had some money left over, surprisingly, against New Orleans, and their defense isn't much better. So I like Kyron Williams against that New Orleans defense, and I have money left, so I went with Denver against C.J. Stroud, who likes to make turnovers. So there you go.
I like it. I like it. Meg, what about your ultimate DFS lineup?
Oh, mine was an interesting one this week. So I went with Justin Herbert. I feel like it was worth the risk on him this week. Like a few of us have gone for Vidal and RJ Harvey. I feel like it's going to be another interesting game for the Broncos. But I've had my hopes set on him doing well since the start of the season. So I'm hoping this week we can, I don't know, see some of those points that we were promised at the start of the season. DK Metcalf's a solid bet, I think, any game this season. I'm going to say this and he's going to absolutely do me over like Bijan did last week. But Wan'Dale Robinson, I like the Giants this week. I know that they're without Cam Scatterbo, but it's going to be interesting. And Bourne, again, one that I put as a recommended hit for fantasy this week. Kyle Pitts, my boy. I had a budgeting issue. We don't get DFS over here, so it's difficult. I have to send my picks across and see what my budget does. And unfortunately, I was a little bit optimistic this week, so Kyle Pitts it was. Again, I think the Falcons are a hungry team this week. I think we're going to see certainly Bijan being used more, and with Kyle Pitts obviously has a very good connection with Penix, and with Penix coming back, hopefully that's optimized. And Jags defense, I mean, it's not going to be the most challenging game for the Jags, let's be honest. Hopefully they can do some magic there. Yeah, I'm feeling positive about this one this week. I've taken a
I like it. I like it. All right, I almost forgot mine. Here's my ultimate DFS lineup this week. All right, so I got Daniel Jones in the lineup. I finally gave in. I'm giving up. I'm going with Indiana Jones. Pittsburgh, they're 31st against fantasy QB, so I think it's a good matchup. I do have the correct running back in my lineup with Kamani Vidal. I think we all like that today. Tennessee, 30th against fantasy QBs. I put in Swift, although he's not playing like Fred. So, see, me and you both got the same issue. So, me and Fred will both put Monangai in place. So, Cincinnati, they're dead last against fantasy running back. So, I think that's a good play, regardless who the hell the running back is. Marvin Harrison Jr. on Monday night against Dallas. They're dead last against fantasy receivers. It's a good play there. Michael Pittman Jr. Pittsburgh, they are 31st against receivers. So, again, could be some nice play there for you in that matchup. We're also going to go with Jawan Jennings, The Giants not too good either in the fantasy receivers, so he's a cheap play this week. I also went with Pitts. That's the one thing New England has been bad against defensively is the tight end. They're 30th against tight ends, so it's a good play there as well. Javonte Williams, got to keep doing it against Arizona, 20th against fantasy running backs, and Rams D against the Titans, who are dead last in offense. So, again, decent play there. All right, let's get to it. I hope we win you some money this week, and let's do some NFL picks.
Will TSS Fantasy pick the right teams to win this week? Outlook not good.
Got Carl in the spirit of Halloween from Patriots Touchback. Welcome in, and happy Halloween to you, my friend.
Happy Halloween, guys.
Appreciate you joining us this morning, and in the spirit of Halloween still. Gotta like that. All right, let's look at what happened last week. Oh, this is kind of scary. Look at Fred, 12-1 last week. Oh, my God. What the hell happened? Unfortunately, Meg down at the bottom with the arrow on her head there. I was coming up behind Fred at 10-3. Leduc, Justin, and Greg are finished at 9-4, which means for the season, I am up one game, 85-36. Leduc right behind me, then Justin, then Fred, then Meg, and still at the bottom is our boy Greg.
I'm coming.
I'm coming.
No, you ain't coming shit.
I'm only 2 games behind, man.
You were making fun of me last week about my picks.
This
Remember
is
that
our
shit?
pick.
The judge. Remember that shit?
Yep, I do. Here's our picks from Thursday night. Yeah, I think this was pretty self-explanatory. The fucking Dolphins suck balls, and
That was a great game.
Love it.
Interesting.
I still got your fan card over here, Coop. I'm putting it right. I'm putting it right in the back pocket. I'm putting it in my back pocket with no underwear on.
I mean, there was a poor display, and then there was what the fuck was that on Thursday night?
Justin, you can keep it. All right, let's go to the first matchup of the day. The 49ers at the Giants. The 49ers lead this series 22-21. Last time they played was in 23. The 49ers won 30-12. They won 2 in a row. They are favored by 2.5 actually on the road here, and the over/under is 46.5. Meg, who you like in this matchup?
I'm taking a risk on the Giants this week.
Okay.
Yeah.
That last place is looking more and more.
Go ahead, Meg. Pick the Giants. Go ahead. Go right ahead.
Fred, who you like?
I went with the Niners, man. No Scatterbo, no neighbors, no this, no that.
No. Carl, who you like?
Yeah, I got the 49ers in this one. Did they stay over the other side of the pond? Did they stay over on the East Coast after the Houston game?
I don't know, to be honest. I don't know what the travel was like.
Because
it would have made sense.
Because it would have made more common sense to stay over there, and at least then you play the Giants, then go back over instead of flying.
No, that's what they historically do. They historically stay on the East Coast if they got back-to-backs.
If that is the case, the 49ers take it then.
Yeah. All right, Greg, what do you say?
Meg, go ahead and pick them Giants. I picked the Niners. Like Fred said, no neighbors, no Scatterbo. Jackson Dart, I love him. He brings that energy to the Giants, but the Niners are going to have too much, man. McCaffrey, Mac Jones, the way they're playing on defense and flying around, I'm sorry. No, Niners today.
Justin, and by the way, Justin, I was swaying back and forth because the cabin lacks furniture, so I'm basically standing in this bedroom is what I'm doing. So fuck off. All right, who you like?
I just thought it was funny, like penduluming around there. Anyways, Meg, I'm going to let you know this. If I wasn't a 49ers fan, I'd vote for the Giants in this game. Because if you look at the 49ers offensive line against that, the stud core that they have, the core 3 that they have defensively, it's not looking good. And like I said, it's got to be quick pass central today or else there's going to be a lot of turnovers. But I am a 49ers fan, so 49ers all the way. Giants can suck it. I'm still pissed that Kyle Williams dropped 4 fumbles. Actually, it was 3. 3 fumbles We should have gone to that Super Bowl that year and won the Super Bowl against Brady. But no, Kyle Williams, you fucking suck a dick wherever you're at. I hope you're watching.
Yeah, the PG rated, bro.
Damn, hate you.
Little therapy session for Justin this morning. But Meg, by the way, is not the lone wolf because also LeDuc went with the Giants. Not here to defend his pick today, but yeah, so LeDuc and Meg are for the Giants today. We shall see.
LeDuc is never here to defend his pick.
He's never here.
He'll be here next Sunday. His son had the flag football stuff, so I guess that's over with now.
Yeah, you're fired, bro. You're fired.
Even though he told me Friday was the championship, so starting to wonder.
Wait. When do they play flag football again? Because I coach flag football. We play on Saturday.
Yeah, hey.
That's what I'm saying.
Listen, they play. It's a different state, bro. What do you want? All right, here we go.
We got different rules in Massachusetts, I guess.
All right, let's go to the next one. Chargers at the Titans. Chargers lead the series 30-19. Last time they played was last year. The Chargers won 27-17. They're favored by 8.5. The over/under is 43.5. We won't waste time on this. Get the hammer, get the mallet out. Come on, Fred. What are you doing? You slacking, bro. Get that mallet out here. Let's go ahead and bring it. Boom! It's the whooping of the week. We're going to see the Chargers all over the Titans today. Although a lot of our hammered picks haven't come through crazy enough, so it's always like that upset. All right, let's go to the next one. All right, Minnesota at Detroit. Minnesota leads the series 80-45-2. The Lions swept them last year 31-9 and 31-29. They won 5 in a row in the series. Detroit is favored also by 8.5, and their over/under is 47.5. I won't waste time neither on this one. I'll also, because we all like the Lions, hammer it down. Vikings having J.J. McCarthy go today, which I think sneakily he might have a decent game today. They're going to have to put up points to keep up with this Lions offense, so you could see at least a good fantasy day.
Of all the games to come back from, this is not the one from McCarthy.
Yeah, exactly. Eric says Gut's been saying Giants all week, so maybe Meg and LeDuc aren't the only ones feeling the Giants in that other matchup. All right, so anyway, yeah, we all like the Lions in this one. All right, let's get to the next one. We got Atlanta at New England. New England leads the series 10-6. Last time they played was in 2021. New England won 25-0. It's been 7 in a row for the Patriots. They're favored by 5.5, and the over/under is 46.5. Meg, who do you like in this one?
I'm taking my Falcons. Like I said, hungry teams, hungry dogs bite harder.
Well, they're going for some hungry dogs today. We shall see. Fred, who do you like in this one? You're on mute, bro.
Come on, Fred.
Oh man, I took the Patriots. I hate the Patriots, but yes, the Falcons haven't been looking too good lately. I just went with the Patriots. They're hot right now.
It's the Meg and Carl showdown. Carl, who you liking this one?
Falcons are going to be more one-dimensional than a Charles Dickens novel. Once you shut down Bijan Robinson, it's going to be game over for them. Patriots win.
Oh, that was a good one. I like that. Charles
And
Dickens.
caveat to this one above me said the Browns beat the Patriots last week. How did that work out? That's the best defense in the NFL. 282 yards. Yeah.
Come speak to me when we beat you.
Carl's been waiting all week to say something about that. I love it. All right, Greg, what's saying?
Michael Penix really better than Dylan Gabriel? Nope.
Greg, what say you? Who wins this one?
Listen, Atlanta's been up and down all season, man. One week they look great. They look like they're playoff contenders. They look like they're going to the Super Bowl. And then they do what they did last week, man. And New England's been consistent every week. They're running the ball. They're playing great defense. I hate to say it. Sorry, Meg, but I'm going with New England this week.
Justin?
If you ever wish there was a game in the international circuit, it'd be this one because I'd love to see Carl and Meg do a live stream as this game's happening.
Duke it out.
Because Carl will just be like pretend stabbing Meg the entire time because it's going to be that big of a massacre. It's going to be absolute blood everywhere. And the Falcons, the Dirty Birds, are going to be – I'm sorry, Meg, but you guys really need to find a quarterback and a defensive tackle.
I mean, we had Kirk Cousins last week. Come on.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins was terrible. You can't
I
blame
mean,
Penix.
geez,
Penix
he
has
went
been
from being the
decent,
most
man.
valuable backup to being like,
Darnell
Jesus
Mooney's
Christ,
back.
retire already.
Literally,
So-
Darnell.
I'll just interject and say the issue was they were playing America's team last week. Anyway, just kidding. Meg, you are our lone werewolf this week, so let's howl it up. Meg, the only one going with the Falcons. All right, let's go to our next one. The Colts at the Steelers. I'm ready for this one. Steelers lead the series 27-8. They did play last year, and the Indianapolis won 27-24. They won 2 in a row in the series. Colts are favored by 2.5. Over under is 48.5. Fred, who you like in this one?
Dude, did I really pick the Steelers? I did pick the Steelers. Oh man, this game is close to call. I know why I picked the Steelers, because they needed more. The last couple of weeks has been, not looking good for the Steelers. They have to pull out a victory, or I believe they're gonna give up the division to the Ravens, who were 1-5. So Steelers have to win this week.
Poor Carl sweating it up in the mask.
That mask is making my face crack.
I'm
Carl.
I'm gonna do it at the start, isn't it?
All right, who wins this one, Carl?
I'm going to give the Colts the edge on this one. Steelers defense is old man asshole. I don't think they're going to be able to cope with Jonathan Taylor in this one.
All right, I like it. Greg?
I love the old man asshole.
Well, they are. They're the oldest defense in the NFL. That's not.
No, I love it. I love it. I love it, Carl. I like Indy, man. The way they've been playing, the way they've been showing out. Jonathan Taylor definitely needs to be in consideration for MVP, man. That dude is showing out this year. Daniel Jones got to be comeback player of the year. Colts are going to win this one. Freddie, I don't know what the hell were you thinking. Little Freddie's about to kick you out of the house for picking the Colts.
Justin, and by the way, I guess Juan wasn't around this morning when you answered his question. And here's that question again. Do you mind doing that answer one more time? So you just put it back in there.
So I'll actually go with this. I'm gonna say that I want to play Jordan Addison, Kamari Daike, and I said Booty before, but I think sneaky. I'm putting a bet on Quentin Johnston. So actually, yeah, you should just go Booty because none of my bets actually come through. But so I would go Daike, Addison, and Booty today, and then for your flex spot, I would go George Kittle.
All right, I like it. Who wins this matchup?
Oh, shit. What matchup was this again? Oh, it was Indy and fucking Pittsburgh. Got it. I'm going with the Steelers because a lot of what Fred said. I think they just need it. And I think this is one of those rare games where Indy stubs their toe. Like, they probably should have won this one on paper, and then they just go out there and not necessarily shit the bed, but, just maybe lose a close one, and Pittsburgh gets one back.
All right, I like it. Meg, who wins this?
I'm got Indy for this one. I will never bet on Aaron Rodgers, so I don't care if I lose the season in picks. I am not putting Aaron Rodgers on my card.
Yeah, she almost got banned off TikTok for it.
I literally
I've heard that somewhere. I don't know where I've heard it from. So yeah, in this particular matchup, I was a little afraid because I did pick this the other day, and then I saw that Greg and Meg picked it, and I got a little nervous, but I'm just going to ride with it.
Hey, every dog has his day.
Whatever.
It might not be Greg's day in fantasy, but maybe it'll be his day in picks.
Meg, since I left on you last, can you answer this for Sam? He wants either Diggs, Dobbs, Bourne, or Bam Knight for his flex.
Oh, I would go for Kendrick Bourne or Bam Knight. Probably Bourne this week.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I think I'd probably go Bam Knight on that one just because the Cowboys' defense is trash. And as I always say, it's nice to have that guy late on a Monday just in case you need it. So, yeah, I would probably lean on Knight, but I agree out of the receivers, I'd probably go Bourne there as well. Let's go, Fred. We got one here. Good morning from 07 Slim. He says he wants to start 3 Bam Knight, Monangai, Mason, Shakir, Downs, Franklin, and it's full PPR. What do you think?
Bam Knight, I think we've all started agreeing on Bam Knight. I think he's the running back that's left, so I will go with him. Morange, they playing Cincinnati. Cincinnati is absolutely terrible. I have to go against the team that they're playing. Now the third one's a little bit trickier for me. I picked Downs earlier. I really like Downs, so I think I'm going to stick with him today. I am going to go with Downs today.
Yeah, Jordan Mason seeing a decline in snaps. Yeah. Franklin's been interesting. He's been going up in a tough matchup today against the Texans, so I'll have to agree with all of your picks there. I like it. All right, let's get to the next matchup. And one that won't be a lot for fantasy, I don't believe. We got the Denver Broncos at the Houston Texans. Denver leads the series 6-4. Last time they played was in 2023. Houston won 22-17. Denver's favored by 1.5. Over under is 38.5. Carl, who you like in this one?
This is a tough one. I have flicked backwards and forwards on this one. Two big defenses. It wouldn't surprise me if this ended 15-12 to one of them, because I don't think it's going to be a high-scoring game at all. Houston impressed me a little bit last week. Denver, I think they've just come off the back of playing a few teams which don't have very good defenses right now. So I think it's going to be a test for Bo Nix, but I'm going to give it to Houston.
All right, this is a tough matchup. Greg, who you like?
It's going to be tough. It's going to be ugly. But it comes down to who I trust more at the quarterback position. And right now with Sean Payton as the head coach, I trust Bo Nix more, so I'm going with Denver against Houston.
Sam says his boy Freddie sounds like an ESPN analyst.
Weird.
It's
Sam,
just a talent.
Sam, I got one question for you, though. Must be something. All right, Justin, what do you think?
I forgot we still had that drop. That's good. I'm going to go with the Broncos in this one. I mean, they got 36 sacks this year. And last week, I don't think it was CJ Stroud being good. I think it was CJ Stroud having all the time in the world to throw the ball. There was no pressure on him. So when I think about it, I'm like, Broncos are going to bring a ton of pressure. Like, we're going to see CJ Stroud go back to the grumbling little boy he's been all season long. So I'm going to go with the Broncos, and I think they're going to do it pretty easily, kind of like they did against the Cowboys.
Nice. Meg, who you like in this one?
I've got the Texans in this one. I think it was a really tough game to call. Could go either way, in fairness. So it was kind of eeny, meeny, miny, mo, and I went with Texans.
Yeah, I always tend to go with the home teams if it's close. What do you think, Fred?
I'm going with the Texans. I think today they go to 4-4, become a 500 team. I think their defense impresses. They're at home. And we forget that Denver played the Jets and won by a point, 12-13 or some dumb shit. So I think the Texans win today.
Sam, that explains it all right there. I think.
Yeah.
By the way, Eric came up with a great fancy football name for next year. Booty, 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 rocking everywhere. I like it, indeed. All right, so for the picks in this one, I got to scroll back up, so I'm trying to delay. Give me 1 second. Here we go. We look at this right here. It's just Fred and Meg on this one for the everybody for the Broncos on this one. So interesting call. I mean, I think Meg said it best. This is really close to call here, so it's really kind of a coin flip. I usually do go with the home team. I just think Broncos slightly better. I mean, but again, this could go either way. Here's a fantasy bonanza game. Chicago at Cincinnati. This series actually tied 6-6. Last time they played was in 2021. Chicago won 20-17. They won 3 in a row in the series. Chicago's favored by 2. The over-under is 51.5. Greg, who you like in this one?
Well, when the news came out about Flacco being 50-50, I'm going with Chicago. I like Caleb Williams. I like the young running back they're going to start this week. Flacco, bro, just go back home, go sit on the couch, enjoy a cigar, nice bourbon or something, dude. It's over. No, I'm going with Chicago.
Justin, who you like?
Stupid face.
It's a Bears thing to do, my friend. It's a Bears thing to do, and that's to lose to the Bengals when they need to win. So I'm going to go with the Bengals. Joe Flacco steps on the field, then he's already, in my opinion, a better quarterback than Caleb Williams.
Even hurt.
Sorry, I was on mute there. Yes, I like it. All right, Meg, who you like?
Yeah, I've gone the Bengals this week. The Bears do bear things, and I just think the Bengals have got the edge.
All right, I like it. Sorry about that. Fred, who you like?
Man. I don't know how we have all this faith in the Bears. They do dumb shit. And today the Bengals win.
Remember, this was the same Bengals team that lost to the Jets last week. Just saying.
Bro, they also threw up 35 points. I mean,
just saying.
The Bears.
Bro, the Bears lost to the Ravens last week. What are you talking about? Without Lamar Jackson. Without Lamar Jackson.
They made Snoop Huntley look like Michael Vick in his prime.
Yeah.
I mean,
the Bears are the reason. Teams like the Bears are the reason that Snoop Huntley went to the Pro Bowl.
Yeah,
bro.
Come on, now.
Y'all forget who the Bengals are, bro.
No, we just know who the Bears are.
Carl, who you like? Who you like in this one?
I've gone for the Bears on this one. I mean, I'm losing more weeks go by, the more faith I'm losing in Caleb Williams. I think if he doesn't put up over 300 yards and 3 tutties in this game, then he's in big trouble. Because there's no way if you can't throw 30 points on this Bungles defense, which fucking sucks. Let's be real, it sucks. Then you're done. You're not worth your time in the NFL. Williams needs to have a big game today. So I'm going to take Bears to win.
The Bengals made Justin Fields look like a Pro Bowl quarterback.
We're pretty split in this one, Greg. I made a mistake, put you as Bengals, but I did double check while you were talking, and you do have Bears in this one. But we are that means we're split even down the middle in this one. The Bears and the Bengals. I can't help but keep looking at Justin like, what's he laughing about? Let's go to the next one. The Packers at the Panthers. Packers lead the series 12-6. Last time they played was in 2023. Green Bay won 33-30. They won 3 in a row. Green Bay's favored by 11.5. The over/under is 42.5. Let's not waste your time with that one. It's all Packers in this matchup. Come on. It's Carolina. We got another question lined up. I think, Greg, you're next for questions. This is somebody looking forward. It's Jonathan Santiago. He wants to go for next week. Jared Goff versus Washington or Darnold versus the Cardinals. So this is smart looking into next week and let me pick him up now in case I need to. Someone else tries to scoop him. What do you think out of these two guys?
Listen, I like both of them. I don't think you go wrong, but the weapons that Darnold has, I would definitely go with Sam. But Jared Goff has Amon-Ra St. Brown, but they tend to run the ball more. So I'm going to go with Sam Darnold in this one.
Yeah, that's tough, man. Washington secondary garbage, yeah. So, yeah, I think either way, you got some good stuff for next week for sure. All right, and Sam wanted to know whatever happened to DJ Moore. He went into Chicago purgatory hell, I guess, if you will, going with the theme this week. I don't know what the hell happened to him. I don't know if it's a coaching thing.
He became Deebo Samuel. That's what happened to him. He takes screens and he takes backfield shit. That's immediately a red flag. You go, okay.
If you keep DJ,
they don't really respect you at all. They don't want to keep you around. They're just trying to get somebody to trade for you or get out of that contract. That's what they're trying to do.
We talked about that earlier this season. Just saying, listen, if the Bears are not going to utilize them, just trade them already. What the hell? All right, so yeah, good.
Killing the kid.
All right, let's get to our next matchup. We got New Orleans at the Rams. This won't need any analysis either. The Rams lead the series 45-35. Last time they played was last year. The Rams won 21-14. They won 2 in a row in the series. Rams are favored by 13.5. The over/under is 44.5. And yes, indeedy, let's go ahead and hammer that puppy down as well. We all like the Rams in this matchup. Don't need not a lot of analysis for this one at all. All right, let's go to the next one, which this is interesting at least. Jaguars at the Raiders. Jaguars lead the series 6-5. They did play last year, and Raiders won 19-14. Jacksonville favored by 3.5. Over under is 43.5. Justin, who are you taking in this one?
Jacksonville. I think I said it best in my DFS analysis. You got the team that gets the most interceptions on defense versus the quarterback who throws the most interceptions. Seems pretty cut and dry to me.
It does seem cut and dry to us as well. We put the hammer down. We all like the Jags in this matchup. Carl, you got anything different on that one, though?
Duval!
We all like in the Jags in this particular matchup. I love it. All right, let's get to the game of the day. The Chiefs go to the Buffalo Bills. Bills lead the series 30-26. Of course, this is the rematch of the AFC Championship from last year, where KC won 32-29. Although Buffalo did win the regular season matchup in this particular one. KC's favored by 1.5. This over/under is 51.5. Ooh-wee, let's get it. Meg, who are you liking this one?
I'm going to go with the Bills on this one. I think they've got a lot to prove.
Yeah, this is going to be tough. They play KC well in the regular season. It's the playoffs where they have the issue. Fred, what do you think? Who do you like?
I got to go with the Chiefs, man. They still have a little bit to prove. People are not believing in the Chiefs because of the way they started. Now that they're full throttle, I think the Chiefs have to perform tonight and beat the Bills.
I like it. Carl, what do you say?
This is a pick your poison type of moment for me because it's either do I want my division rivals to win or do I need the evil empire to win? So it's not good for me in either way. But we take care of in-house business first, so give me the Chiefs.
All right, I like it. Juice, what you say?
I like the Chiefs, man. The way the offense been clicking, and Buffalo just been this year, right? You haven't seen that. I mean, the last big game they had was probably the first game of the season against Baltimore, and they put up all those points. So I like Kansas City. They got Rashid Rice. They got Juju. They got Xavier Worthy. And guess who they bought up from the practice squad? CEH. Oh, my goodness. We may see a CEH sighting tonight. But I'm going with Kansas City.
I like it. Justin, what say you?
CEH is back where he got drafted in the
Bro,
first
he's still in the league.
Well, I knew that because I knew he was on that dreaded Saints team last year. You just go, oh, jeez. But no worries, Meg. I'm with you on this one. I'm going to go with the Bills as well. Josh Allen has to put on his MVP hat tonight and show Patrick Mahomes who the true best quarterback in the league is. That's true. It's Drake May. But, Josh Allen showed Drake May how to do it a couple years back. But, I think that Josh Allen, he picks up this one. It's a much-needed win, like the Juice said.
I like it. Fred, did I ask you? It's morning gummies are hitting. Okay, got it. All right, so, we're split down the middle here on this one. I like the Chiefs as well. All things being equal, these two offenses kind of, they each got their own certain good points and bad points, but they pretty much equal each other out. And the X factor to me in this one is the Chiefs defense, because the Bills defense, not that great. Chiefs defense is pretty decent. So I'm going to go Chiefs with the X factor on the D today. All right, let's go to our next matchup, the Seahawks at the Commandos. Commanders lead the series 13-10. The last time they played was in 2023. Seahawks won 29-26. They're favored by 3.5. Over under is 45.5. Carl, who are you liking this one?
Jane Daniels is back, so that's going to be interesting. But Seattle are undefeated on the road. They perform better on the road what they do at home, and Washington's defense is still very susceptible. So I'm going to take Seattle to win this.
All right, I like it. Cap for life. Good morning to you, my brother. Appreciate you joining us on this beautiful Sunday morning. Greg, what did you say, my friend? Who wins this one?
Well, I'm a diehard Commanders fan, Jason. So I went with DC, man. I like Jaden Daniels. I love how they've been using Debo. Terry McLaurin is out again, so we're going to see a ton of Debo this week. And I know Seattle's undefeated on the road, but Sam Darnold's probably going to have one of those Sam Darnold games, I believe. So I'm going with DC. Jaden Daniels, we got this. Right, Commanders? We got this.
Greg said Sam's gonna be seeing ghosts this weekend. What do you say, Justin?
No, I'm gonna go with the Hawks in this one. Listen, it's just a better team overall, better defense. You said Deebo Samuel's gonna be seeing a lot. He's always gonna be seeing a lot of number one cornerback. He doesn't do good when he sees a lot of number one cornerbacks in his. But anyways, Sam Darnold, he might have a Sam Darnold day, but I think this team is good enough to pull out of a Sam Darnold day and pull out with a win.
Since we're on here already, Justin, what do you think from Federico Reyes, Freddie Jr.? He wants to know Colts D or Broncos D today.
I would go with the Broncos, to be honest with you. The Colts D, while the Colts have looked really good, they've also put up a lot of points. Or the defense has put up a lot of points. So I would look for the Broncos defense just because, I've said it before, the Texans, when they're at their best offense, it still looks like a kid struggling with his clutch for the first time. Like it just stymies and you don't know when to push the clutch, and then you got to get into the gears and everything like that. And that's how CJ Stroud looks most of the time when he's in a functional offense. Like last week was an anomaly because he had no defense pressuring him. But this week he's going to have the best defense pressure-wise against him. So I'll go defense with the Broncos.
Yeah, I totally agree with what you're saying, 100%. That's good analysis there, Justin. Meg, Seattle versus Washington, who wins?
I'm taking Seattle. They're, like we said, undefeated on the road, and I just think that the Washington team just need to get it together a little bit more. They're just not consistent enough for me yet.
I agree. Fred, what do you say?
I gotta say something. I'm tired of this bullshit. Greg is a Jets fan, and we go 1-7. You became a Commanders fan, and now they're fucking 3-5. Yo, stop jumping to people's teams. You're fucking them up, dude.
Wait, hold on. I was rooting for the Commanders last year.
Go root for the Patriots, bro, so you can fuck up his team.
To be fair, I don't think we even want him, so there we go.
You gotta let it go, Freddie. The Jets are terrible, Freddie.
Dude, yeah, you made the Commanders terrible.
No, they're not.
You're bad.
It only took 1 year, too.
2 more wins.
Right? 1 year, Greg brought them down. Get out of here, Greg.
They went to the
I'm taking Commanders
because
stop talking. It's my time.
Get out of here, Fred.
Yeah, I'm taking the Commanders, man.
And you picked the Commanders too.
They both agreed on the pick. That's the best part.
He messes up people's teams. If he was a Chiefs fan, it'd be 1-8.
It's my fault the Jets suck. Right.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Jets on Jets crime, says Cap for life. I love it. By the way, Federico want to put in, don't root for the Colts, you bum.
Fuck the Colts. They suck too. You got Daniel Jones as your quarterback. Whatever.
All right, let's.
While you're at it, Greg, stay away from the 49ers. You already got enough problems.
Listen, I'm not even touching the Niners. You guys are like a Medicamp or something, bro. You guys got so many damn injuries. Did you see the person that did their Halloween? They had all the on their front.
We need a defense lawyer.
Like wheelchairs. They had Bosa, they had Kittle, they had Pearsall. They had them all lined up in like wheelchairs and crutches. I ain't touching the Niners. You can keep that all day, Justin.
Oh my goodness! All right, let's finish it up.
Mute myself.
Let's finish it up.
So hard.
Let's finish it up with the Monday Night Delight. The Cardinals visit the Cowboys. Cowboys lead the series 56-35-1. Last time they played was in 2023. Arizona won 28-16. They've actually won 3 in a row and 7 out of the last 8 in this particular matchup. Dallas is favored by 2.5, and the over/under is 52.5. Greg, who you like in this one?
Fred, I'm a Cowboys fan now. What? No, I like Dallas in this one, man. I think they had a rough week. And did you see Shoddy in his press conference? Man, he called the defense out. If they don't show up this week against that poor-ass Arizona offense, bro, come on, Dallas. I'm rooting for you this week. I don't like Dallas, but I'm rooting for you this week. Dallas, I got Dallas this week.
Justin, who you like?
I'm going with the Cardinals. I've talked about how mediocre the Cardinals are, but there's just those games where you're just like, this should go the other team's way, and the Cardinals find some way to fuck up everything. They'll fuck up your parlays. They'll fuck up their season. They'll fuck up their coaches' dreams and everything. So look for this to be the Cardinals fuck it all up week, and don't put your money on the Cowboys.
I like it. I like it. Fred, who you like?
I took the Cowboys, even though I think there's going to be a big fantasy bonanza. I think Brissett's going to have a big week. I think everybody's going to get points this week. But the only reason I took the Cowboys is their offense is just that much better. That's the only reason.
Meg, who you like?
Yeah, I agree there. I've gone with Dallas. I think they just have a little bit of strength over the Cardinals. Not by much, but I think it could be a points bonanza, like we said, for all of us in that one.
Yeah, I definitely get some shares of this particular map. Plus, it's that you gotta love those people on Monday night too. Carl, who you like in this one?
Everything what Justin just said was sort of broadcastable. I'll be as PC if I can here. Cowboys winning this all day long. -2.5 is their spread. Wow.
Yep.
That's low. That is low. Now Cowboys are winning this by a country mile. I know they've got Brisket a call back for the Cardinals, but still, Dak Prescott will have a game tonight.
All right. I like it. I put the wolf on the wrong person, I just noticed. So for some reason I got Fred, I think because I rearranged the lineup. So it's actually Justin who is our lone wolf in this one. Howl it up. Not sure how I got you two mixed up, but yeah. Alrighty. Well, listen, I know you guys missed church, but we don't have Fantasy Jesus this Sunday. We're still in the Halloween spirit. So instead, we brought his opposite. It's Fantasy Satan. He's here to forsake your fantasy lineups.
It's time for me to bless your fantasy football lineups, bitches.
Good morning, TSS family, and welcome in for your devilish 5 picks of week number 9. Let's get it started. Matthew Stafford's my quarterback of this week. Matthew Stafford's going to be worse for New Orleans than Hurricane Katrina was. Put him in your lineup and look for a 5 touchdown week. That's right, I'm counting 5 touchdowns this week. Then we got Travion Henderson taking over his spot from Andrew Stevenson. Christian McCaffrey, Devin Achon, Travion Henderson. They both fit a good mold there and a bad one so far for the Atlanta Falcons. That is, if you give them some space, they take a lot of it. Look for Travion Henderson to hit pay dirt twice this week and a big win for the New England Patriots. And then next we have Romeo Dunze. Bears going to do what the Bears going to do, but Romeo Dunze is always going to do what Romeo Dunze is going to do. And he has been doing some great stuff, even though the Bears have been putrid, much like the city of Chicago, putrid. But let's go with Romeo Dunze once again against this absolutely pitiful Cincinnati Bengals defense. Ugh. You make the devil pick. And on our tight end, I'm going to go with Brock Bowers, returning Brock Bowers. Pete Carroll gave away his soul to go and get money in Las Vegas, and Brock Bowers was one of the incentives to do it. Look for Brock Bowers to come back and put on a show, but in the end, he still got to deal with shit. Quiet down, Damien. And then finally, we're going to end it with the Denver Broncos defense. Denver has 35 sacks this year, most in the league, and I look for them to get a lot of pressure on C.J. Stroud and his little backfield. Quoting marks, he's tiny to get it. But anyways, looking forward to it. That is your 5 devilish picks for this week. May your lineup burn in hell.
All righty, Fantasy Satan, indeed. Gotta love it. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you had a great Halloween weekend. We appreciate it. Carl, let everybody know where they can follow, subscribe, get all your great content, my friend.
Before I do that, Justin, Hurricane Katrina, that's even beyond my line of a joke. That's not cool, bruv. That's not cool. Anyway, And you can find me on the Patriots Talkback podcast. Review show will be on Tuesday night for the eventual beatdown of the Atlanta Falcons. And also we have our review show as well. So you can catch us up on that. And yeah, we've got a fair bit coming up soon. So yeah, you'll find us on Twitter. You'll find us on Instagram. You'll find us on YouTube. And you'll find us on Apple and on Spotify as well. So yeah, good luck to everyone with their fantasy league matchup. And good luck to everyone with their teams. Except this one up here.
Justin looking like Ron Jeremy in the 80s porn. And don't forget to wake up with us on Fridays. We're going to next week break down on all of week 10. And of course, you return of Fantasy Jesus next week. Wake up with us. All right, guys, if you got any more fantasy questions, feel free to reach out on social media. We appreciate you for joining us this morning. Happy Halloween weekend, and we are out.